Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here, May 2017 channel update time. This is long overdue. We're going to cover content, the future of Skylanders, and YouTube is broken because you seem to love that. I will say, I plan to put a few timestamps at the bottom. SkylanderClub.com, check the polls section out. I may include a couple of polls there relating to this. Stream preferences. Okay, what I want to know from you is, where do you prefer to watch streams? Is it Beam? Not a lot of people know about them. Microsoft bought them out. They've implemented it fully across Xbox now. I really like their interface. They don't have a way for me to highlight or export. Twitch, I've used for years. I'm close to being in the affiliate program. Problem is, it's owned by Amazon. More on that later if you've been living under a rock. YouTube, I used it once. Literally once. It was Sunday night. I was so mad at Amazon. I had a good crowd from 1 to 3 a.m. doing Amiibo Festival. That said, I have no experience. I don't know where my video is, and the editor royally sucks. It's embarrassing. Fix it, YouTube. So, sticking with questions for you. Videos, I typically do 2 a day. I could be doing that now, but I've got some issues with the Nintendo Content Creator Program and whatnot. Do you prefer 1 a day or 2 a day? Also, do you have like a preference? Do you want to see Skylanders only on the weekend, only during the week? Whatever your thoughts are, now is the time to let me know. Similarly, video release times. I've played with all this a lot recently. If you've seen like 2:30, 4, 3, 6 a.m., I've experimented with it. My results have been the same. But 1 a day, would you prefer it like first thing in the morning and you can watch it whenever, or like 2 o'clock so you get out of school and it's right there and it's fresh and relevant? If it's 2 a day, do you like AM and PM, or just here's 2 videos at 3 o'clock? Let me know. Current series, I'll try to spend some time on this. Wisdom Plays Minecraft. That is where the Wall of Wisdom is. That's where the bonus bricks are. If you respond to a bonus brick, that's where it'll be. Typically scholars at the start, bonus bricks at the end of an episode. I've been doing some really cool stuff in there. Project Genesis is coming along nicely, although it's a huge undertaking, no pun intended. The sheep farm is progressing well. I've got an exploring episode coming up. I haven't edited it out yet, but it should be cool. Minelogix Season 2, we've got a lot of neat things going on there. One of the reasons I haven't had, outside of the content creator program being slow to approve my videos, I've got quite a few UHCs coming out. We're just kind of waiting on introductions and the release schedules and whatnot. On Xbox One, we've got Skylanders, Imaginators, and Forza, which I might be sacrificing today/Friday because of this update video. I don't know. On the Nintendo front, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I've got so many videos, none of them are ready to be released thanks to the content creator program. We'll probably be streaming it. Tried to tonight with my nephew. He was too busy. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. They finally approved the first 2 from the Sunday night stream. I know, crazy. Stardew Valley, if you haven't watched that series, do. It's hilarious. Commander Keen, I plan to progress through and finish. Upcoming releases. This is going to be interesting to discuss. I'm going to do this, but I want to know if people have an interest in watching it. NBA Playgrounds, I am just beyond excited about. I've not done anything NBA related on my channel ever. I've not even done any basketball games, primarily because there haven't been any good ones since I was like, a teenager or younger, really. No offense to 2K, but Playgrounds looks like NBA Jam did when I was a little kid, and I had the record books. I mean, when you went to the local grocery store and rented the game, my initials were number 1. It was wonderful. Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels DLC expansion is coming out soon, I guess the 9th as well, just like NBA Playgrounds. It's a little bit on the expensive side because I don't really know what it adds, and Playgrounds to me would be a better value overall, but it's something I'm intrigued by. I've wanted to do golf with friends for so long. Golf It came out and also looks amazing. You can build your own courses. That's something I'd probably do with like the Minelogix crew if anyone was into it. Same with Portal Nights. I've been intrigued by that for a while. I watched a little bit of a stream maybe like 2 weeks ago. I think it kind of looks like it could be fun. You can have up to 4 people. If you want to see any of those, please let me know. Also, if you think they're horrible ideas, let me know. That said, this is where you can just throw stuff out here. There are certain games I just have no desire to play. They're not my play style. Believe me, I know I could be playing way more popular games than Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. But I'm one of those people, I'm true to myself. I'm not going to do something for views. I'm going to do it because I like it. If I hate it, I won't have fun. That will translate through the video. And outside of being good for one laugh-a-thon rage fest, it's not a good look for a channel. Recent upgrades and performance updates to my equipment and crud. The Xbox Design Lab custom controller. I've got an unboxing video on that. It turned out sweet. It's photon blue and robot white. I'm very happy with it. Primarily, it doesn't have a broken left analog stick like my original one did. So, win-win. Clutch chairs, I bought that thing. It's holding up very well. It doesn't even look like it's been used, which that's what you're looking for. And the Yeti mic, many of you noticed that the sound quality picked up on my Skylanders videos. I ditched my Logitech headset, started using this. The Logitech headset was fine until I put it through Wii Fit, and that pop you would hear was the USB cord. Amazon Prime, you should be familiar with this. It's a bad combination with video games. They boldly advertise to order through Prime or select 2-day shipping and have guaranteed day of release delivery. They failed this past Friday. Worst part is they won't acknowledge it. They issue no apologies to myself or thousands of others, and I find that very disrespectful. Once upon a time, Amazon had sterling customer service. Clearly not the case anymore. They screwed me out of the release day play, which that was my chance to grow my channel here. We'll discuss this in detail later, and they screwed me out of it. I plan to stream it on Twitch. I talked about it for a month. It turned out to be a horrible weekend here. It was snowy and cold, perfect for no-lifing a game. Not only would I have been playing it and grinding through unlocking things, streaming it, playing with people online if they have it, like Tim, my nephew and I would have played all weekend, just as we planned to. So what do I want from Amazon? Will I be happy with... And here's the deal. They do this to people. They'll get you to take $10. If you still complain, they'll give you $25. And if you still rant, they'll give you a full refund and you keep the game. What I wanted from Amazon was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe delivered on the day of release. They've blown that. So, I want 10 copies donated to charity. This is the first time I'm telling you what I had in mind. I think it'd be fantastic for the Minecraft Marathon for Extra Life. Those guys go above and beyond. They raise a ton of money for that charity. And this would be something I envision them like raffling out type of a thing to get donations for Extra Life. I think it's a good deal. If you want to help make it happen, hit up Amazon, despite them likely having a careless attitude. Like the videos on the subject and share them. I just wanted the game on the day of release. They blew it. Full refund is not going to fix that. The best thing, in my opinion, is for them to go above and beyond and help out a good cause, which again would be helping the Minecrackers raise money for Extra Life. Skylanders release news. I was at Target last night just running my weekly errands. They had nothing. No Tide Pool, no Blaster-Tron. They were supposed to be in this week's circular, meaning this coming week, and be released like Sunday, and then you pick it up next Thursday, right? Not the case. They are out. They are out now. Robo and the Lost Imaginite Mines rumored to be released later this month. My hopes, Cliff Note version basically. I've said this several times. I'm covering it again. It's always a topic of interest for people. I'd like to see new adventure packs with their companion characters. Think Wildstorm, Robo. I know they'd be new characters, but that's the cool part. Give us one for late summer, and then maybe do one in like fall, winter, around Black Friday time. Keep Imaginators relevant. I'd like to see them relaunch Series 2 and Light Core characters just out of the blue, and have that to keep Imaginators relevant. Ultimately, I'd like to see an early 2018 announcement for Skylanders 7 with a release date October 2018. Mobile Skylanders games. I'm not typically a fan. Why? Mobile games are almost always abandoned, and they have issues that are never fixed. Case in point, if we don't get Skylanders 7, if it's going to be a bigger lull than we know, or the series is over, or whatever, I could play Lost Islands and Battlegrounds for you. One of the reasons I got an iPad was to play Battlegrounds and get Royal Double Trouble. If you click Lost Islands or Battlegrounds, it goes to a screen, it loads, it fails, it takes you back to the screen you were on. I don't know if that's iOS, if Android does the same thing. It's a piece, they need to fix it. They also need to put new characters in Battlecast, something else I believe they abandoned prematurely. It's pretty fun. This is big. This is perhaps the best news you will get from this update. The best thing possible for the Skylanders franchise remains what I cannot stress enough: standalone battle mode. I've been saying it. I told them at E3 when I was like, well, what about PvP? They're like, well, what if we had Chaos Doom Challenge? They basically described to me. And I said, well, that's cool, but you need PvP still. It's never come back. It's your replay value, okay? I'm wanting single player as the core, CPU. I want to be able to do CPU versus CPU. I want local multiplayer and online. I don't want me versus you. I want me and 3 friends versus you and 3 friends. 8 to 12 players. Adjustable difficulty. Think of the Smash Bros. Games. Turn items on or off. Different configurations. Team, solo, CPU, etc. It should be a free update for all new characters in any future games, and then they could make their money past the initial sale by having like special arenas or something that super fans could get. It's something they need to do. Something else I still believe in is SkyCon. They need to ditch the Toy Fair announcements. They need to ditch E3 as their big reveal. They need to take it straight to the hardcore fans. Reveal the new games and content at SkyCon, okay? Have the Toys for Bob designers, artists, story writers, voice actors, the whole shebang. Lou, all those folks from Activision intimately tied in with the game with panels. Do that same thing with YouTubers, because I've been to Minecon, that's what people loved. Merchandise, do t-shirts, hats, socks, pencils, backpacks, everything, and please make them in adult sizes as well. Entry needs to be affordable, I'm like $50 with a t-shirt, type of a thing. I mean, it's expensive, but do it right. If it's overwhelming and you don't want to just isolate people, consider smaller regional events. It's more fun, more intimate with fans, and much better PR than the Toy Fair. Now we're to the part where I complain about YouTube. And so if you're not interested in that, leave. If you want to hear it, here you go. Biggest compliment you can be given as a YouTuber is for someone to tell you that you inspired them to start their channel, whether they have 3 subscribers, parents and a best friend, or wind up 20 times bigger than yourself. Bear with me, I just set all these to 20 seconds and I hope I can read them in time. I always tell people just to do what you like and just have fun with it. You literally have to do that now. Period. There is no wiggle room in my advice there. The days of starting a channel and making a legitimate living are gone and do not look to be coming back anytime soon. I don't know how anyone would grow past selling out and botting. My channel grew the most several years ago, and due to back-end changes and people taking third-party partnerships with MCNs, which that's a multi-channel network, it has killed grassroots folks like myself. If you were well established, like 500,000, a million, you're still doing okay. If not, you're shafted. If you search Skylanders Imaginators, I come up on page 13. Seriously. I still get people who comment about how they just now found my channel, and I'm talking Skylanders people, and they can't believe they've never seen it before. This hits you as a creator in one of 2 ways. That is just such a sinking feeling, knowing that you've been doing it 6 years and you've just been discovered. What you hear about from most people is money, okay? If you don't get views, you don't get ad revenue. Taking that down a step, if no one can find your channel, you can't possibly get more viewers, so you can't possibly overcome any issues they have on their side with ad revenue. Second, what is the most discouraging to me personally is, of course, no channel growth. Compared to most people, I'm not near as concerned about the money aspect of things because I entered this expecting to do it for fun. But when you're putting 30 to 60 videos a month out, it really sucks to not see your channel grow. While most people started griping about changes in the algorithm, which a bunch of people probably don't even know what that is, in 2016, I, as a standard YouTube partner and non-multi-channel network person, I noticed it in 2013, and that is why I started streaming on Twitch like I did in order to diversify. I was like, might ought to branch out a bit. With Amazon having really pissed me off with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and how they didn't handle it, I tried a YouTube stream for the first time on Sunday night, again 1 to 3 a.m. with Amiibo Festival, to have as many people as I typically have on Twitch. Yeah. I basically qualify for their affiliate program, but I don't know if I want to be tied in with Amazon. To date, you know how much money I've made on Twitch? Not a dime. Nothing. Zero. I'm also not sure I like the prospect of having what I consider a beggar's cup on my channel for you to pay real money to throw glittery little bits in the cup. It just seems weird. I realize it's the ecosystem and people love it. I can't get past how weird it seems. Here on YouTube and Twitch, I've never had a PayPal. I've never asked for donations. I've never set up Patreon or Patron or whatever the frick that is. It all just seems shady to me, and I don't want to be a part of it. Similarly, I'm not a sellout. I don't use clickbait, vulgar or offensive titles, face cam overlays, or edited images that have nothing to do with the video at hand. Everyone says they hate it, but then there's no reward for not being a sellout. Case in point, if I put Jenna Marble's face, I'd get a lot more views on this video, but I'll use this black title slide. I can see why people would ask for donations or offer typically lame perks on Patreon like, hey, I'll release this video early, everyone, to bring in a bit more revenue. But again, I just don't like that. I really don't. I thought my mic was muted for a second. I've never made money anywhere near enough on YouTube to not have a real job, but there was a stretch where I had enough I felt good enough to be like, hey, I can get another Skylander to showcase both paths at the drop of a hat and pick up new games to unbox. I can't do anything like that now with what I'm making off of YouTube. AdSense actually prohibits you from discussing exact dollar amounts and earnings, although big channels will just flip their cameras around and show you their charts and earnings, which is straight up grounds for termination. But I can safely say if someone donated $20 right now, I would be doing better than I do monthly here. Want it to 10, want it to, you've read that, whatever. My biggest issue with that realization is that if you know how much time goes into just say a 30-minute Skylanders research video, it's a horrible return. Obviously, you've got the gameplay, you've got the setup and everything. Editing isn't much on these. You trim the start and the end, thumbnail, whatever. You get no return. Some series like my Minecraft stuff, the 10-minute editing, no. I can spend 2 to 3 hours editing that stuff. When you have like 24 clips to put together and trim, and some are time-lapse and some are color faded and transition nicely, you sink a lot of time into it. When you factor a month's worth of videos and think of all that time invested and then realize that you made a cumulative $7 to $15 a month, that's a hard pill to swallow. You're nowhere close to breaking even. And again, this is not $15 a month. We're not asking, for Ferraris to drop from the heavens, okay? When you aren't rewarded with channel growth and you have the $10 to show for it, you really start questioning things. Minimum wage on these videos would be fantastic compensation, yet I and countless others are nowhere close to even making that happen. I don't want to use clickbait. I don't want to change my style. I don't want to act like someone I'm not, i.e. yelling at Minecraft, or set up beggar sites to take your money. In the end, being on YouTube basically makes you an entertainer when you aren't compensated justly. Monitor went to sleep. Man. And you can't do that or say you grew. It's a serious damper. I, luckily, again, am someone who came here for fun and will continue to make videos just as I have, but I'm also leaning towards not caring about missing a daily upload or giving up working on my cars to have a weekend worth of videos. There's honestly just not any incentive to make the sacrifice. It's not like, well, if I upload this, I'll probably get like 40 subscribers. Dream on. Okay. In the real world, if you work hard and keep at it, you can advance. Whether it's an internal promotion, starting your own business and ditching your loser job, or just having the extra cash past your living expenses to do what you want to do, be it traveling, gaming, working on cars, going to sporting events, books, whatever. You do it. On YouTube, you can increase your uploads, up their quality, improve all your background equipment, interact with your viewers to the nth degree, expand your content, and you can still come away with less. It makes no sense, and only a fool would continue to invest time and effort in a failing operation. I get no rewards for not being a sellout. I gain nothing by not using clickbait. I profit zero from not soliciting donations. I cannot tweak the YouTube searches to display channels and videos fairly. If I could, I'd be doing fine. I'm on someone else's playground and they've already picked their favorites, and it's clearly not me. I recently scaled down from 2 uploads a day to 1 just to see if ad revenue went up, and it didn't, and also because I'm waiting on the NCCP and some other intros and things to come, so I have the videos. I've tried tweaking my search engine terms and the keywords and everything, and I still get nowhere. I turn the same net result, which is the status quo. Short of becoming another sellout, there's literally nothing I can do to better my situation here because it's all aspects and elements out of my control. The seniority, being on this for 6 years, brand loyalty, sticking to YouTube, clean content that they always gripe about, the people that don't have it. You get nothing for that. I would like to spend more of my free time working out, working on cars, maybe going back into golf, haven't done that in years, playing pool, just enjoying life. YouTube once offered a means of turning a hobby into side cash flow, but now I'd be better off working 2 hours each month at McDonald's. Less investment and better return. Let that sink in for a minute. I'm not a tiny channel. I mean, 9,000 subscribers, 30 to 60 videos a month. I actively interact with you. If I were to work 2 hours at McDonald's tomorrow, I would come away with more money than I do in a month of uploading to YouTube. Yeah. I've played with the release times, the release dates, and everything else I can possibly control. It all balances out again to the same old thing. This is basically like if there's a girl that makes, I don't know, cat accessories, and she sells them on the side because she enjoys it. That's kind of YouTube from the different perspective, but there's no revenue to be had. Despite how bleak all of this is and the fact that it's a complete waste of time in terms of generating a little extra cash or having pride in growing your channel, I, the loyal, faithful idiot that I am, continue to make videos. And again, that's because I honestly do enjoy this, despite getting nothing out of it. I'm not going to become a sellout. I'm not going to change my content. If I don't like a game, I won't play it. I'm still going to be playing Skylanders, Mario Kart, and Amiibo Festival, even though no one watches Amiibo Festival. That said, while I'm here, I just as well put things out in the manner and time frames that you, my loyal viewers, prefer and would enjoy the most. Hence why I had the questions for you at the beginning of the video. And again, I am truly unsure on where to stream. I get no benefit. I guess on YouTube I might actually turn, I don't know how it works. But I basically make nothing from any of them anyway. So, you know, I guess the bigger the audience, the more fun kind of type of a thing. I know people seem to like the Twitch donations, again, assuming they invite me to the program, and I accept it. And YouTube has Super Chat, which I've not turned on. I guess I can. It's really not my style, but I do realize, like, that's the thing. If people are set on Twitch, they want to throw bits in a cup and have their name called out for giving $1 or something. I don't know. On a side note, the content creator program, they amazingly issue the copyright claims before the videos are processed. It's not typically 2 to 3. It's been 5 days. My first Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival video from Sunday just got approved. A lot of times they don't drop the claim, so they keep the money. I haven't made over $1 on it, period. Main thing though, I thank you for your support over the years. Yes, even those of you who use ad block, and I know there's a lot of you that do, which again, that screws me over completely, but whatever. And I want your thoughts on all this. It's a shame to see such a promising platform in YouTube crippled by the works of their own hands. If you really want to help me out, I don't want your money. I don't want you to pledge donations to me monthly or save reset me, although that would probably be very profitable. All I want you to do to help me is spread the word on my channel. The search engine doesn't help me, and honestly, that is the best thing you can do. So that's that. That's the May 2017 update. Happy at the start, sad at the end. It is what it is. I'll catch you back here later.